everybody! So today we are going to be doing a tutorial on Twice's Feel Special based off of the cover that I did, which I will have linked up in the cards above. I don't know where the cards are because I don't usually use them, but they'll be up here. And yeah, this is going to be a really quick, straight to the point tutorial, so if you want to learn the song, just keep watching. So the first thing we're going to learn are the chords, obviously. So for this song, you have to tune your strings up 1/2 step or use a capo on the first fret. So what I do is I just tune my strings up because I hate using capos on my ukulele. So your strings should have the following pitches. G should be G sharp, C should be C sharp, E should be F, and then A should be A sharp or B flat. So everything's shifted up like one semitone or 1/2 step. So the first part that we're going to learn are the chords used in like pretty much the majority of the song. So you're going to first need to know how to play C, which is essentially open on the G string, open on the C string, open on the E string, and then either your third finger, or honestly just any one of your fingers, but most people use their third finger, on the 3rd fret of the A string, so it should sound like this. And then after C, you're going to learn B7. So B7 is 3rd finger on the 4th fret of the G string, 2nd finger on the 3rd fret of the C string, 1st finger on the 2nd fret of the E string, and then open on the A string, so it should sound like this. Ooh, that's cool. And then right after that, you're going to learn E minor, which is essentially B7, but you're just going to shift all your fingers down, so it'll be open on the G string, 3rd finger on the 4th fret of the C string, 2nd finger on the 3rd fret of the E string, and then 1st finger on the 2nd fret of the A string, so it should sound like this. After E minor, you're going to play G, which is open on the G string, 1st finger on the 2nd fret of the C string, 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the E string, and then 2nd finger on the 2nd fret of the A string, so it should sound like this. And then you're going to repeat those 4 chords every single time like that progression is played within the song. And now you're going to learn how to play the verse. So the verse chord progression is essentially the same chords, except instead of G, you're going to play G7. So it'll be C, B7, E minor, and then you're going to play G7, which is open on the G string, 2nd finger on the 2nd fret of the C string, 1st finger on the 1st fret of the E string, and then 3rd finger on the 2nd fret of the A string. So it should sound like this. And then you're just going to repeat that same chord progression until you get to the pre-chorus. So the pre-chorus uses the following chords. So you're going to first start off with C, which is this. And then you're going to play D, which is 1st finger on the 2nd fret of the G string, 2nd finger on the 2nd fret of the C string, and then 3rd finger on the 2nd fret of the E string, and then open on the A string, so it should sound like this. And then you're going to play G, and then you're going to play E minor. So yeah, those are all the chords that you really need to know for pretty much the whole song. And now all you need to do is apply them to the strumming pattern. For the majority strumming pattern, which is like what I like to call the strumming pattern that I use for the majority of the song, basically all you're going to do is pluck all strings, strum up, slap, and then repeat. And you're going to do this very quickly. So it should sound like this if I don't play any chords. So it should be like this. And then, so when you add in the chords, so if we were to play the intro of the song, it would sound like this. B7, E minor, G. And then you're going to strum down if you want to like do a more smoother transition into the verse. And then, so for the verse, you basically play the majority strumming pattern until you get to the pre-chorus where like Dewey or Momo start singing. So for the pre-chorus, what you're going to do is pluck all strings, strum up, slap, and then pluck all strings, and then repeat that until you get to the second part where it's like everything's alright. So I'll just demonstrate this by singing to the song and also playing the chords with the strumming pattern. So it should sound like this. And then you're going to pluck your strings, obviously. And then After that, when you get to the everything's alright part, you're basically going to pluck all strings on each beat. So since the song is essentially in 4/4, what you have to do is just pluck 1, 2, 3, 4 and just play each chord on that beat. So if I were to demonstrate this, it would sound like this. So you'd start with C, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And when you get to that like last 4, you're going to, instead of pluck, you're going to strum down, and you're going to strum down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you're going to basically, when on that 5, you're going to mute your strings, and then you're going to move into the chorus. So if I were to demonstrate this, you can play along if you want, it would sound like this. So I'll just sing along to that part and just show you what it sounds like. So it'll be like, everything's alright, 초라한 nobody, 애써 다시 somebody, 특별한 나로 변해. It's kind of hard to sing it like live, but you get what I mean, right? So you can just like strum down as many times as you feel is right, but I would recommend like 4 to 5, and then mute your strings, and then you're going to move into the chorus. And for the chorus, all you're going to do is just pluck all your strings, strum up, slap, repeat, basically the majority strumming pattern. So it would just be like, you make me feel special, 세상에 아무리 날 주저앉혀도, 아프고 아픈 말들이 날 질러도, 네가 있어 난 다시 웃어. That's what you do. That's pretty much it. And then you're gonna basically repeat the same thing over and over again until you get to the bridge. So for the bridge, I think I actually wrote it wrong in the description, but what you're going to do is similar to the pre-chorus. So you're going to pluck all strings, strum up, slap, and then pluck all strings again, and then you're going to do that repeatedly until you get to the end of the bridge, and then you go into the last chorus where Jihyo sings. So basically it sounds like this. You make everything alright, 구름이 짝긴 햇살 한 줌 없는 날, and then that part. And then so once you finish Taeyeon's rap and you flow into the last chorus, you're going to pluck all strings and let the chord ring out. So what I do is just, so you're going to take all your fingers and just pluck all strings and let the chord ring out, or essentially just like let your hand go and let the chord do its thing. And then you're going to do that for each of the chords, like so. Because this is a more slower part, it's like more momentum, and so what I did with the cover was like try to get that vibe going. So after you finish plucking all strings and letting the chord ring out in the first part of like Jihyo's part of the chorus, you're going to pluck all strings on each beat. So basically all you have to do is this, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then what you can do is always mute your strings, or you can strum down and mute your strings, whatever you want to do. But either way, you're going to flow into the majority strumming pattern when Nayeon comes in with her part. So it basically just goes from the more simpler, slower part of the chorus where you just like pluck all strings, let the chord ring out, and then you're going to build it up by plucking all strings on each beat. So you can count 1, 2, 3, 4 while you're plucking all of the chords, if that makes sense. And then you're going to flow back into the majority strumming pattern with Nayeon's part, where you pluck all strings, strum up, slap, and then repeat. And then after that, you can just strum down and end the song from there. And that's pretty much all you need to know to play Feel Special. Obviously, this is not the best tutorial because I am running late because I have to go to campus, so yeah. Sorry if there's like a lot of maybe some gray areas, but if you do have any questions about the strumming pattern in general, or just like this tutorial in general, and you're still like confused on some parts, just let me know down below in the comments, and I'll try my best to explain it like as well as I can. And yeah, that's pretty much all you need to know to play the song. And if you need more clarification, or you need to like play along with the song, just use my cover as reference. But yeah, that is all I have for you guys today with this tutorial, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!